Honorable Timothy Toroitich, member for Marakwet West.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me an opportunity to contribute on this very important bill. Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this cotton industry development bill Senate Bill number 5 of 2023. Honorable Speaker, I wish to thank the Honorable Mary Amase for this very progressive piece of legislation. Honorable Speaker, this goes to implement our constitution. Honorable Speaker, agriculture is a fully devolved function, and agriculture is part of the transformative agenda of Kenya Kwanza government. Honorable Speaker, this is a plan that the government has put in place, and for this country to industrialize in the year 2030, as was envisaged, we must fully invest in the agriculture sector. Honorable Speaker, but what has made this bill to be progressive is because even though agriculture is a devolved function, ordinarily we would expect county governments to develop the legal framework. But Honorable Speaker, what we need in this country is a uniformity of laws. Because if we leave each county government to develop a framework on areas that are devolved under the Constitution, then we shall have a multiplicity of legislations that are competing. But now, if we go this route in having a framework of uniformity in terms of legal and institutional framework in this country, then we shall have laws that cut across. Honorable Speaker, we've had challenges since devolution came in. I had a chance to work in the county government before joining this House. Honorable Speaker, you find that if a function is devolved, we have 47 county governments developing their own legal framework on a devolved function, and you find that, for example, the issue of VCD teachers, which I raised somewhere in this House, you find that there is disparity in curricula, there is disparity in terms of management, there is disparity in terms of remuneration, because we have not heeded to the constitutional provision on policy. The national government develops policy on devolved functions, most of it. Honorable Speaker, so I support this bill because it provides a comprehensive legal and institutional framework on the issue of cotton, so that even if county governments are to develop frameworks or laws, then they shall have a standard. We shall have a standard uniform law that guides the entire country on how to develop this legislation. Honorable Speaker, I agree with the Honorable Mary Amase that in order to develop this country, to industrialize this country, we must be able to invest in cotton. And cotton is not only produced in western part of this country. Honorable Speaker, even where I come from, Elgeyo Marakwet County, we grow cotton. And the challenge has been lack of markets, lack of institutions that properly manage the cotton industry in this country. And therefore, Honorable Speaker, since we have now formed a board and we have cascaded it to the county governments, then it will lead to investor confidence in cotton growing in this country. Honorable Speaker, the biggest challenge that we've had in this country is marketing. Our people have been growing cotton in small scale, but you also find that the quality of cotton that we grow is not in tandem with what is grown outside the country. So we need to invest in research. And I'm very happy that this bill has provided very clearly that the board that has been established will be able to set up a research unit so that we can get quality cotton, modern cotton that can be able to compete globally and internationally in terms of markets. Honorable Speaker, we should also look at subsidy. Like what we are seeing now in the subsidized fertilizer. You can see that we've had increased productivity in maize production. So even as we pass this law, we need to bring some subsidy in the cotton seeds so that our people can be able to afford, or if possible, they're even supplied for free so that we can have many farmers planting this cotton, and we set up the ginaries in respective counties that grow this cotton, because the biggest challenge that we can have is we may have the cotton in large quantities, but we lack, one, the ginaries, and number two, the markets. So I believe, and I support this bill that creates a legal and institutional framework insofar as cotton growing is concerned in this country. So, Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this very progressive piece of legislation.
Thank you. The Honorable